Oh God.
Ooh, it's a tie.
So I downloaded the Baldur's Gate dice, and they make a different roll noise.
Of course they do. Oh.
Yay.
Last time a bunch of sad shit happened, and then some hot horses showed up. The end. I'm sorry. Did I miss anything? I defy
dead.
you. I defy you to tell me what I missed.
King is dead. That's not sad. It's just problematic.
Well, yeah. Last episode we rushed into Thorpe to save the village. As the meteors crashed down around us, we saved a couple of clutch NPCs, including a tabaxi with a cool beret. Lexi, Hagar, and the orphans were all saved because they ran into the woods like a bunch of badasses. After that, we decided to get out of town really quickly because we realized that if we stayed anywhere too long, it was just going to make a whole lot of mess. Ned had a conversation with his patron for the first time in a long time and has a lot to think about. We got back on the road after conversations. Vida made the decision to embrace the death of people close to her to become a phantom subclass rogue. We got back on the road. Oh yes, we did have a combat. The super hot centaurs. We got accosted by a bunch of honestly unethically attractive NPCs who challenged us and claimed that we were responsible for the meteors falling, and we frankly got our asses handed to us for a bit before the centaur. I pulled a straight up anime move like, I respect your combat, and let us leave.
Well, we were going to get our asses kicked by the rest of the centaurs, but we were taking the leader down with us. It's what was happening there.
But I mean,
Fuck. God, I could grate meat. I could grate cheese on those abs.
we were going to die, but we weren't going to let them have a leader anymore.
yeah, but you know how it is with named NPCs. They have to stay for a little while longer, so
like that is some straight up like Super Saiyan 3 hairdo level right there.
yeah. But yeah, don't thank me, thank Pinterest.
I'm not gonna thank him. I'm gonna do something.
But yes, as soon as you just said, after a long streak of unfortunate events, you decided to leave Torpe. Now, especially now that its people suffered a lot for just your presence there. There are still things to do. There are still closures to have, but for now, you just have to aim at your current goal, your current quest. Because if not for you, then no one else will. And if no one else stands in Valmer's way, maybe this world is doomed. So that's what you decided to do. You left Torpe in heading towards Mons Domus once again, the city where the king of Guazú sits, to see what...
Oh yeah, he's dead.
to see where you can find this glowing this glow on the continent's map that you by what you know from those ancient Leshai elves. It's probably one of the pieces of the puzzle that Valmer is after. So if you can manage to put your hands on it first, you would be at least one step ahead. So that's what we're going to do now. Last time around, as you just as you just reminded us, the centaurs left after a bloodied combat after you beaten their leader, and you are now free to go to move as you wish. So what do you do now, guys?
Headed on into Mons Domos, I think.
Well, how
Right?
far?
Yeah,
How
Yeah.
far are we from Domos?
Still got 2 days, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Is that correct, Ariel?
Mm-hmm.
We still have
Yes.
2 days.
I
Okay.
will not ask for any more random encounters roll. Instead, I would just describe to you the change in scenery as you leave the plain fields to give space to the rocky mountains where Mons Domus were built next to, and from far away you can all see the places that you already recognize now as a group. And yes, you get near the gates. First off, are you going to use any disguises or anything else?
I am.
I'm going to cast invisibility on as many people as who want it.
Cloak is up. Hood is up.
So
Ned is in drag, but not as Claire, but as a different attractive halfling.
So is it just
Urist?
Urist? Is it just Urist who wants invisibility, or do you want it to?
No, it's
Ah.
okay. Urist can go dressed as a monk. It covers the whole body. It's.
mean, I'm happy to spend the spell. It's a pretty low level spell now at this point for me.
No, keep it. We never know. If we see where if we get a whiff that we're still searching for Urist, you can cast it. But
Okay, because it lasts an hour. So, okay, then I won't cast invisibility on anybody. I guess.
I am looking as close to Dara as possible, but human.
Question: Will we assume we took a long rest on the last couple days?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
just double
yeah,
checking.
you reach the city being fully healed, fully restored.
okay.
Yes, I'm just now remembering that. Oh no, I answered you, Devonlynne, right? What's
Yeah.
your questions? Okay, so
You did.
I don't owe anyone anything, right?
No,
Nope.
Okay, perfect.
I'm picking my spells for today. Hold on. All right, there we go. Less aggro, more stealthy. Okay. Then yeah, I mean, Blythe wouldn't be in disguise at this point, I don't think. So. All right.
All right. Okay. So, you reach the city walls. You see that all the guards that normally wear different colored cloaks by their to separate their hierarchy are now all wearing black cloaks.
Okay. Can we do like a perception check to see like what's the vibe? Does it seem like they're like looking for people specifically, or like just not business as usual?
You don't need to roll for that. You feel as if they are business as usual, but they are a little slow. Like they are speaking in a calmer voice, speaking more slowly. Overall, they are mourning something or someone.
All right, I think we should just progress forward.
Let's do it.
I think naturally, probably Blythe and Ned would be out front. Would be my guess.
Yeah. When we get like close to the city, Urist will dismiss um will dismiss Lars and sit at the back of the cart.
Okay.
I'm definitely sitting at the back of the cart, as far away from where people could possibly talk to me as possible.
Vita's just hanging out. In the middle.
Ned is a blonde now.
Oh god, it's the boy band phase.
Ned saw the Barbie movie too.
Ned is in Barbie's cowboy outfit.
Good.
Okay. So, as you are now prepared, your time on the line finally arrives, and the guard. Who is going to talk to the guards?
Oh well.
Blythe. I think Blythe will go with will be just as present as Ned and let him take charge, but be there for support
Okay.
and to course correct if things get wonky.
Please.
So, the guard has it's writing on some parchment as you approach, as you near him, and he asks names.
Do you think we decided on using fake names, or are we going as ourselves?
Well, my name is Blythe, and this is my wonderful, somewhat famous clairvoyant.
Hello.
You may have heard of us. And this is our crew. Don't pay any mind. She just gestures back to the table. We're here to
don't.
collect payment for a gig on our way out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Just passing through.
For how long do you intend to stay in the city?
Oh, not more than a week.
Oh, I would say probably just a day or two to get our affairs in order before we head out. We know
Silly
that.
me. This is what I
Yeah.
get for letting my manager not speak for me.
Mm. Okay. You can go. Next.
Thank you, kind sir.
And
Let's go.
as soon as you leave the great guard patrol at the gates, the city opens itself for you as it did before. You see the streets filled with folk coming and going, yet you see that there is a preference for the color black in people's clothing and decorations on the houses and on buildings, etc. As you as you wander the city, eventually you find some places that you recognize immediately, especially Madame Wong's house of business.
Ill repute.
And other places that you have been before. Judging by the things you have to do and the places you have to go, what do you think is going to be your main focus? The first place you go, what is your intent?
So I know a couple of us are gonna go to Libby to go talk to Libby.
Okay.
Exactly.
At the very least, Urist and Blythe are going to do that. And then I think we wanted to try and collect payment on Ned's gig.
Yeah, I think
Right.
Ned will. Yeah, I think Ned is going to. Where did he go? Where's his name? I was going to go try and track down Baron Zorik.
Yeah.
Vita's going to head to the artifice school where she learned her craft and find the final secrets she needs to complete her armor before we leave town. And then maybe find some friendly looking children and see why everybody's in such a somber mood and take the temperature, I guess, of the common populace as far as how they feel about the change in rulership.
Okay. Do you want to roleplay that,
Yeah.
or do you want to roll for, let's say, investigation, something like that?
We could just probably do investigation and just get it out of the way there.
Okay.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay. So the reason for their somberness, if I'm not mistaken, I mentioned last session when you met some travelers on the
Yeah.
road, right? About the king?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. There is a general mood of mourning for the king in the city. You don't know.
Like, is it
Go ahead.
is it genuine mourning, or is it more like they're afraid the guards will beat them if they don't seem sad enough?
Yeah, not since you rolled a nat 20, this will also count as a insight as well. But the general gist of it is that some people, especially the ones that know less about the king, the royal family and nobility in general, they are genuinely sad of the king's passing. Because the image that they receive of the king is that he is some grandiose man that do all sorts of goods for his folk. But mostly merchants and guards and etc. is not that they are going to be beaten up if they don't show sadness, but more of like something that is socially expected from someone to show sadness in a moment like this. So yeah,
Okay.
some people are pretending. Like I'll say the majority of people are pretending, but it's like some 70-30, maybe 60-40%.
So like the merchants and the people who actually have like skin in the game are the ones who are like probably really actually worried.
Yeah, even some people like I would say normal common folk there are some people amongst them that are not really sad. There are people that don't show any signs of mourning, but the ones that show are usually because of as I said, it's what's expected from them.
Okay.
And what is the other thing that you wanted to know about before you wrote that you asked for?
Well, it was just like the general mood, like how they were all feeling about it, and like, I mean, obviously we knew the king was dead, but it's like how long like the period of mourning is going on, what's expected, like are there ceremonies that everybody is expected to attend, anything like that we have to be cautious about, like standing out from, like if we miss it, like just ritual type stuff that we should be aware of so we stay out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is nothing too specific that you wouldn't know about, but for example, the access to the king's keep is very limited. There is still going to be some 5 days ahead of you of this mourning period before the oldest son takes the crown like ceremonially, because he is already the king, but there is still going to be some fancy ceremonies and rituals to like crown him properly, right? So yes, in general, the access to the keep is very limited, especially to common people, common citizens. and but other than that, there is nothing that you have to do or that you have to to attend. Nothing of the sorts.
That's about all I needed.
But once again, if you don't show signs of mourning, if you don't wear black or pretend to be sad, maybe someone won't negotiate with you because he is like, oh, you're not mourning the king. What are you, a traitor? Ah, I don't know. So are the things you have to be careful about.
Yeah, it might be worthwhile for our two more flamboyantly dressed individuals, Ned and Blythe, to pick up some black, at least cloaks.
Yeah.
Ned changes his clothes from Barbie's pink cowboy outfit to Ken's black cowboy outfit.
And
Really like
I
the
just
movie, guys. I'm not sorry.
I just pull my cloak as like tight as I can around me for now.
Okay.
Kind of blend in.
Okay. While Vida was investigating, what are the rest up to? Who wants to go first?
Well, Urist and Blythe are gonna go see Libby.
Libby.
Yes.
Um,
I think Ned is gonna grab Blythe and ask her to accompany him to Baron Zorik. I'm gonna try and do some information gathering and see if we can get paid.
Okay.
okay, well, so I'm definitely going to Libby first, though.
Okay.
I thought I would.
Yeah,
I can go with
Dara's
you.
gonna go with you. Yeah,
Did I say Blythe or Dara?
you said
You
Blythe.
said Blythe.
Lord, my brain. I meant Dara.
Okay. So Libby first or Baron Zorik? What do you guys?
Yep.
Libby.
I'll
Okay.
do Libby first. Yeah.
Okay. So you already, as I said before, you already are familiar with the city, with the places you want to go. So you find no trouble searching for Libby's place of study and knowledge, and as soon as you access it, you notice that this time the library itself is more crowded than last time around. It's not filled with people, but there are at least some 15-20 folks scouring the halls of the library at this point.
Mhm.
Yes, if you have no trouble searching for him, eventually you can see that he is flying, taking some books out of the top shelves. The top shelves being the ones that are 30 feet up on the from the ground, so nothing like wings to make you reach high things. But he comes back and greets you with his warm greetings of usuality. He says, "Well, it's always nice to see familiar faces once again, especially in dark times like this."
Yeah, I would love to talk to you about what happened. We weren't gone that long. I assume you've heard about Thorpe?
Torpe, yes.
We've just come from there. We were there when it happened, and I know you're really, really busy right now, and I don't want to take up time you don't have. But we're in deep shit, Libby, and would love some of your guidance and knowledge. If there's a better time we can come back, or if we can help you to clear some of these people out while we're there's some pretty big stuff brewing that I think your knowledge would go a long way to help.
Well, yes. Well, shall we meet in a more?
That setting.
Yeah.
I think it's probably for the best.
He leads you to a private room, where the three of you can chat, and he says, "Well, I wish to know everything you can tell me about what happened at Torpe. That is the amount of destruction there can only be done by a higher power, one that I thought long have been erased from this world. As for the king, there is all sorts of rumors running about the conditions of his passing. Some even whisper of a act of the Sicari. Have you heard of the Sicari, Blythe and Urist?
No.
No.
They are what people these days would call fairy tales. They are said to be spirits of vengeance. That when someone was wronged so much in his life, that when he passes, his soul comes back as a Sicari. And from the ethereal plane, he is able to enact his revenge that his bodily form wasn't able to.
Interesting.
But
Libby,
being
do you know, was the king able to cast magic?
His Majesty was well, now that he is gone, there is no harm in speaking one's mind, especially in a private setting like this, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've been in the presence of the late King Oren. If my memory doesn't fail me, 3 times. First on his coronation some 80 or so years ago, then on the day of his wedding, and then recently in his late age. I can assure you that I have seen brighter kings and queens in the past. He was not exactly sharp-minded, and if so, he wasn't able to grasp the complex concepts of magic as his predecessors did, and as, if I'm not mistaken, his oldest son that is to take his place can.
So his oldest son is capable of the arcane arts.
Indeed.
Interesting.
Royal men and women don't always have the free and spare time to practice this craft and be amazing at it. That's why they rely on court wizards and mages. But as you probably already know, even a person that can cast cantrips and simple spells is a threat on itself.
Absolutely. Blythe kind of looks at Urist for a second. I think we're safe among friends to discuss information here, correct, Libby?
Yes.
So just before we left, some week and a half ago, one of our companions performed in the castle for the king. And when I was there, I detected a very powerful spell on the king. Through all my research, the spell was only able to be cast on yourself but he has such powerful mages around him. I know they have ways of working around things. What was the spell called? Contingency. And the news that his son is able to cast, if that powerfully, I think that's concerning.
I see. Contingency. There is a possibility that maybe it is not that the spell was cast on him, but maybe he was connected to such a spell?
Okay.
Or maybe... well, maybe some magic item on his possession.
Item on its possession. Understandable.
I don't doubt
I don't know.
Melmor, for example, the court wizard, he is one capable of... well, I think he is very... he's very skilled in the spellcraft. So probably he found a way to cast as a higher level spell on someone else, but anyways, there are lots of possibilities.
Regardless, it is tragic what happened to the king, but I do think that's a little bit more plainer than what we're a little more grounded than the challenges we're facing. Urist, did you want to talk about anything regarding the king? I know you were there that night as well.
Yeah, I have couple kings related question and then one of my own, because something happened to me and I would like you to see something, Libby. But business first. How did the king die? Does anybody know?
This is one knowledge I would like very much to acquire, but as I said, I've heard many versions of the story, some theories and some rumors.
No, I do agree with your how do you say it? With your implied suspects, my friend, because as Blythe has said, the king had a very powerful spell on him. Plus, I can tell you that when the high clerist or high priest or what have you entered the ballroom, he was so loaded with holy artifact. And I find quite strange that even in his old age and frail state, someone with that kind of resources at his disposal would just, go legs up. I mean,
My thought is someone within the house was in on it.
yes.
Would be my guess.
I'm starting to think that the king was on magical life support, if you pass me the term, and somebody decided to simply snap the spells away, and the old man died. It is still homicide. It's just a different kind of homicide. What do you think?
It's we have to be careful to raise suspicions here. Not that a murder was an impossibility, but that every aspect of it. You see, as you mentioned, the king was in a very frail state, so a number of things could have happened to unfortunately have him passed away by natural causes. And as much as I am, as I nurture a friendship with you, especially with Vida, for many years, and with everyone from your fellowship, I do have friends as well in places like the King's Keep, and I would not like to see you struggling against them or accusing them of things that cannot be proved yet. So I would be careful. Only not that you should not pursue such knowledge, but that you should not come to conclusions without.
No, of course. I am not intelligent by any means, but I am not as stupid as to go around the city openly talking of something that could be considered treason.
I think, unfortunately, realistically, Urist, we have bigger problems in front of us as well.
Yes.
But we will, as we traverse throughout the city and conduct our own investigations of other matters, if we find anything of note, we'll let you know, Libby. You're more likely to put together the dots than we are, being here consistently. But you are one of the few we trust here, which is why we speak as freely as we have allowed ourselves to.
Okay. I have one last question that's rather personal. At this point, like, he pulls his hair backwards to show the runes, which I will put in chat. Give me a second, if I can. Discord. Where are you? Just a second. Okay, chat. Upload the file. Where is it? There you are. Which is this one.
Ooh.
And Urist goes like, something actually gave me this brand and a rather nifty set of powers. Do you recognize this writing?
Make a persuasion check, please.
Okay. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Persuasion. And go.
Ooh,
A 7.
a 7. Okay.
Oh, no.
Can Blythe give her the help action?
Are you proficient in persuasion, Blythe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, roll once again, Urist.
Okay. Persuasion.
Yeah, there it
That'll
is.
better.
No, that's better.
Much better. Okay. For a second there, Libby was he stood there for a while, like and judging by his facial expressions, he turned confused. For a second there, he almost turned angry, but then he oh, I see, I see. Tell me again, how this, how does this transpired? You entered contact with
Okay.
something.
Promise me you will not laugh.
I I just wish to know.
Okay. So here's how it happened. Last time we were in Thorpe, I personally was not in a great state of mind. To be frank, I was really pissed off. And we were smack right in the middle of rescuing the children, and that got me thinking. And I was mad, and at some point there was so much pressure in me that to avoid exploding, I had to like get out of the city, and I went up to a hill, on the top of a hill, and started more or less picking a fight with whoever's up there, because I thought that they were seeing all that was happening and purposefully doing nothing to fix it. And it so happened that, of course, nobody answered, and I got even more mad, and I basically screamed at them that if they wouldn't do anything to fix this, then I would. I cast off my family name and my clan name. I threw away my clan rune, and I got hit by lightning. And that changed me. Now I have holy powers. And I am bound to an oath to fight tyrant and slavers and avenge their victims. That's pretty much the gist of it. So, and every time I use my powers, this thing starts spewing lightning. So, do you know what this is? Do you know who made this?
Yes, certainly I do.
Okay. So?
I am still trying to find out if I should explain this to you.
Why?
Because, Urist, how many dragons have you seen in your lifetime?
Just you.
How many dragons have you talked to?
Just you.
And why do you think it's that?
Because dragons like to keep to themselves?
In a way. But not only that. You see, Urist, dragonkind is... Just for the record, I am no longer a true dragon. So if someone asks you that, it's not correct to answer. To point at me
Okay.
as a dragon.
Apologies.
But you're not totally wrong either. But this, Urist, this is the draconic language. You said you shouted at the skies, and the skies answered you with lightning.
Mm-hmm.
You are marked.
Okay. That's... I I see it every time I look in a mirror. You may want to use simpler words with me. I am not versed in this kind of thing as Blythe is.
Gods and I have no rapport. This is outside of my world as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you are. When you gave up your family name, your clan, your heritage, and you accepted this name onto you, you gave up your freedom as well, Urist. You are now a servant of this dragon. You are receiving his power and doing what you will with it, but eventually, when he calls for you, when he shouts at the sky, you will have to answer. You will have no choice but to.
Well, I mean, one, I'll cross that bridge when I get there, and two, I surrendered this freedom voluntarily in pursuit of what I think is a greater good, and three, if our goals align, there's nothing lost. I mean, I would probably have answered the call even if I wasn't bound to him, so... Okay then?
Well, it's at least good that you are aware of it. Tell me, have you ever interacted with any of the knightly orders of Mons Domus? Like the Order of the Sun?
Yes, I have a friend in the church. He's a newly minted paladin, very young, very idealistic.
Well, they never mentioned this mark to you or anything like it.
Because I hid it.
Oh.
I was wise enough to avoid showing something that could land me in trouble before knowing what it was.
I would
So
keep
it's been
that
a
a
hell of like
secret.
2 weeks. It's been like a hell of a 2 weeks.
Yeah. I would keep that secret from them.
Mm-hmm.
They will try to take control of your free will as well. The paladin path is not a easy one. You have to give up much in exchange for the power to do good.
That I know. Somehow I always knew that this was as much as a gift as it was a burden, but as I've said, I willingly accept it if that means that I can make... How can I put it? I will say it simply as I am used to do. I took I willingly take this burden so others will not have to. If that makes sense.
Well, it's a good thing to accept one's fate. But if you ever change your mind, hopefully before he calls for you, I may be able to help you with that. Although the process should be painful.
I am no stranger to pain.
Anyways,
Yes,
I have other
thank
things to
you.
attend.
Yes.
If this is of the utmost importance, Libby, and I am apologize for taking so much of your time, but the questions I have right now are truly why we came here today. Um, uh, how well do you know Melmore?
Melmore, well, I would say that I know him not on a personal, deep level, but he is still young, so he doesn't have as much as he's as much deeper levels than uh, a regular elf would have.
Do you know of his brother?
He would never tell me of his brother.
His brother is what caused Thorpe.
So, yes, I was right. It is not a power that I knew of. It's a new power.
Well, while we were back in Thorpe, we traveled to some ruins and through either the gods or our own luck, stumbled upon two ancient Lishai that slumbered, and we awoke them. Um, ultimately, Melmore and Valmore, his brother, were tasked with a great duty to protect the realm from something even worse than what that destruction was, and they've fallen down upon their duty. And the Lachey tasked our group with, given the corruption that is present among Valmore and the lack of direction towards actively protecting the realm that currently is seen by Melmore. And as part of that, we were tasked with finding 5 objects of almost unimaginable power that are ancient Lachey artifacts, essentially. We weren't gems, we think. We weren't sure. We were told we'll know when we know them, when we see them. And one of them is here in the city. The Valmore, or the Hag King as he's called as well, has one. It's part of what makes him so incredibly powerful, and between him being a high mage and descended from such great power and having this artifact, basically we were told our only hope is if we were able to find these items ourselves. We can imagine that the stone is or the artifact is probably somewhere within the keep, but if anyone would know of such a powerful magic in the city, you were our first thought of someone we could trust anyway.
Well, there is a item in the keep. Well, you caught me in a corner now, because I am both a hoarder and a guardian of knowledge. I like to share to anyone with desire to know, but I also have my duty to protect.
So do we now.
Blythe, Urist.
Mm.
If you wish to know more about the relic in the keep, meet me near the southwestern gates at midnight.
Insight check.
Yes.
Like, okay. Sorry. Let me pull that up. Well, he seems cool
Yours,
to
do you
me.
have proficiency?
On insight, yes, I do. I can give the help
The
action.
help, okay.
Let me double check. But I'm pretty sure I do. Insight, yes. I have proficiencies. Reroll.
Not good still. Can I guide myself?
Yes, you can. Oh, no.
Well, it's 15. I got a 15.
Oh boy.
Blight. You feel a darkness to his voice tone. He speaks with heaviness and with he brings doom to his words as he says it. You think this is some very valuable knowledge that he cannot outright give, but instead he has to create conditions to share.
Gotcha. But it doesn't seem like he's like setting us up or something like that. From what I can tell,
Yeah,
anyways.
you think something is off, something is wrong, but you don't think it's about you, but it's about him. He, on your perception, it hurts for him to speak of this.
Blythe is just gonna like put her hand on like the equivalent of his shoulder arm, like that she can reach, basically, and be like, I know we've asked a lot of you today, and I hope soon that we can gather our knowledge and be more self-sufficient. But we do greatly appreciate all that you've done for us so far, and hopefully soon can return a favor.
Indeed.
Well,
Alright.
I don't have anything else, Urist, and we've taken so much of your time already. Is there anything I can do to help get you caught up, since we've stolen you away from the masses so far?
No. You have plenty to work on, so it's okay.
Thank you. And we'll speak again soon.
Thank you.
I think Blythe just like looks at Urist with like a lot of weight on her heart right now, because shit's getting heavy.
Urist just nods. Come on. We're overstayed our welcome. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. And we leave.
Okay.
Mhm.
We can go back to the... at least Urist is going back to the tavern and leave the scene to you guys.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. To our
Mm,
last group.
So Ned, is Ned or Clairvoyant in this scene?
Oh.
It's Claire.
I'm
By
Claire.
choice.
I'm Claire. I'm fabulous, darling. Simply fabulous. I really need to learn to do a transatlantic accent for
Yeah.
Claire.
Why?
Fabulous, darling, fabulous.
Why are you
Just
going
simply
to?
fab.
Why are you going to be anyone else when you can be Claire?
I mean that's kind of Ned's whole mantra right now. Why be Ned when you can be hot?
Okay, Ned, Dara, and Vita, are you going with them? Or
I don't know that Vita would be much help, but she could always tag along just in case.
okay. Not Ned, Clairvoyant, Dara, and Vita stay in the back, kind of stealthily follow, just to see if they are going to need backup. Um, you search for Zorik. Do you know the place where he lives, or you only know
I do.
him
Yes,
from
we've been to his
Into his home.
house.
Yes.
to Zorik?
We made it a point. We made it a point to go to his house to make the connection.
Ooh, alright. Yeah, you're right. I'm dumb. Okay.
That would pay off at some future point.
Yay. Okay. No, it's perfect. So,
Ugh.
Baron Zorak, the one that hired clairvoyants to make her performance in front of the king and the whole court. You went towards his mansion, his manor, and you ask around to see him, to which his guards and butlers answer that yes, Mrs. Voyant, and who are you? And manager look to Dara.
Oh, I also I look like Blythe right now. I
Okay.
made myself look like Blythe. And actually, before we got there, just before we got there, I'm going to kind of look at Ned and be like, I just realized I have no idea how to talk to people, and they're gonna know that I'm not Blythe if I try to talk. So hopefully this helps. And I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability, Eagle Splendor at 3rd level, so that both Ned and I have advantage on charisma checks.
Charisma.
Ooh.
Ned with advantage on charisma. You
Yeah.
created a monster, Dara.
Yeah.
And I can't roll an at one.
Oh no. And you have the DM inspiration as well.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Walk in the park. Okay, so the butler says, "Oh, perfectly, Manager Blythe and Miss Voyant. Master Zorik is still mourning his late friend, King Oren. I will see that a messenger reach him in the keep to let
Of
him know
course,
of your
just-
presence, but
I came as soon as I heard the news, darling. I just wanted to make sure I was paying my respects to the late king.
yes, I cannot. My orders are very clear to not allow anyone in the manor or on the keep, but I'll send a messenger either way to explain your situation, since you are a close friend to his. So, but I have to. I hate to do this, but I have to ask you to wait for his answer.
Of course, is there somewhere perhaps we could wait here, just so we don't have to wait out in this hot sun, darling? I mean, you know, this is taffeta I'm wearing, and it gets so terribly hot.
Yes, of course. You are more than welcome to wait here at
Yes.
the entry
You're quite a
room
darling. You're
of the
quite a
manor.
darling, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to do something while waiting?
I'm
Does he
actually.
walk away or does he stay there?
Yeah, she walks away. And you can see
As
that.
soon as we're alone, can I cast detect thoughts on myself?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna detect thoughts and start trying to feel around to see if I can get a read for what's going on.
Okay. On the next room, you can hear she's speaking to a delivery boy, saying, "Tell Master Zorik that Clairvoyant is here." Did you ask to go into the keep to talk to Zorik, or did you ask just to
Yes.
see him? Okay.
Yes.
She requested entry into the keep. And on her head you can see that she is both annoyed by your request and not scared but a little anxious. That you can see that her talks are, I hope Zorik won't scream at me for interrupting him in a moment like this. And on the boy, you can see that he's. I hope Master don't don't whip me for this, for interrupting in a moment like this.
Okay, so Ned makes a mental note to make sure that Zorik goes to the top of Urist's hit list.
Okay. And if you don't leave the room you currently are in, you don't hear any more thoughts. Actually, detect thoughts is 30 feet, or it's
I have a range of up to 30 feet. Yes.
okay. Yeah. Sometimes I get confused on the range of spells, but yeah, 30 feet you don't hear anything else. So you just wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Vida, do you want to enter the manor with them, or you stayed behind on the general vicinity?
Probably prowling around outside,
Okay.
just checking things out.
Yeah. So you see this young boy. Yeah, he looks like 15 years old maybe. He leaves the manor running like at as fast as he can, and you can see that he is heading directly towards the keep. But that's it. Okay, so with you all waiting, some 30 to 40 minutes after, the boy comes back running. He enters the manor, panting. Master Zark, Mrs. Voyant, Master Zark is waiting for you only, on the King's Keep.
Of course, darling. I understand. I will. Is it okay if I'll have my retinue remain here if that's all right?
The butler confirms. Yes, of course. Stay as
Your
much
what?
as you want.
Me?
Yes, Blythe. If you'll remain here, I just tend to my things while I'm gone, darling. If you could.
Absolutely.
You'll do splendidly, and I'm gonna give you a wink, and I'm gonna give Dara bardic inspiration.
And I'm gonna give Ned a hug and cast again Eagle Splendor.
Okay.
I'm doing it at second level this time, because there's no point in me having it if I'm staying here not talking to nobody.
All right, and then I will go off alone.
Okay. You take at least half of the spell's time, 30 minutes or so, just to get to the keep, okay?
Mm.
Um, and Vida, you see Clairvoyant leaving the manor, heading towards the keep.
I th- I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
Can't have Ned going off alone.
Yeah, Ned will enter the keep, I guess.
Okay. As soon as you enter, you can hear the bells chiming near near the keep. They chime very slowly, one tall, slowly after the other, as in a reminder to everyone that can hear of what's transpiring in the city these days. You uh, enter to a very familiar place, but in a different season altogether. The decoration is changing. The position of statues uh, and other types of decoration is shifting and changing to more represent the change in direction that the keep and the city is taking. You walk through the halls, you climb the stairs, you go to where you are being directed at, all the time, with at least two guards following you around and guiding you towards the place where you need to be, and not to where you not letting you to stray alone or to uh, get lost in these maze-like corridors of the keep. And
Mhm.
eventually you find the door that they point to you, saying that Zarek waits you on the other side.
I will enter. As I enter, can I scope out the room for not that Ned is suspecting, but I think Ned is always kind of looking for a way to beat a hasty retreat if he needs to. Can I like scan the room for like a window in case I need to go out?
Yeah, make a perception.
16?
Okay, perfect. Um, you see that both the windows and the curtains are closed, even though it's still mid-afternoon at this point. Instead,
Okay.
the illumination of the room is all candles. A lot and a lot of candles lit, uh, creating this sort of dreary ambient. And you can see a very shady Zorek uh, stands up as soon as you enter and uh, walks, passing his desk towards you to handshake you. And he's everything on him. The silhouette of this man is of a very dreary and sad person. You
Yeah.
he even when he handshakes you, he even Mrs.
Baron's a
Voyada, I'm sorry for my current emotional
no.
state.
Baron, do not hide your emotion from me, Barrack. I understand. I came as soon as I heard of the passing of the king, and I wanted to extend my deepest condolences to both his family and to you, as his dear friend. I'm so terribly sorry for your loss.
Please have a seat.
Of course.
You have to forgive me for my. It's been it's been a long day.
Of course, I can't even begin to imagine. Is there anything I can do for you during this time, or for the royal family? I would not presume to offer my services, but if there's anything I can provide or anything I can do in this time of mourning, I would be more than happy to do so.
No, you did. You did amazing. You gifted Oren with an amazing performance. Just in time.
It's the least I could do for a good man.
Well, between you and me, now that he is gone, I still miss him. He was a good friend, but he was not a good man.
Well, I find that the two are often not mutually exclusive, so regardless of his moral character, I'm sorry for the loss of your friend.
Yes, yes. Well, but enough of this. Of this crying and everything. Well, I think I owe you some gold, don't I?
I did not come in search of your gold, Baron, but while I appreciate the gesture, I came to check on you, although your memory does not serve you incorrectly, though it is not the reason I am here.
Well, if you say so. Well, yes, I'm going to be fine. I just have to understand all this happening so fast and so.
Do you know how? Do you know how he passed? Was he at peace when he went?
Make an insight check.
15?
15, good. You know that those techniques of lie detection that say that if a person turns its head to the left, they are thinking of an excuse. If they turn to the right, they are trying to remember something. You know that? I don't know if this is true. I just heard this at some point. But anyways, let's say Ned that I don't know if Ned or you believe in this, but he turns to the left, and you think by the way he is mumbling and he is searching for words, it sounds pretty much like someone making up an excuse, making up with a story.
Oh no. Do I get the sense that he might be in on his death?
Yeah, that is something for you as player to decide. I'll not leave the dice to say you if yes or no, but yeah, it could be a lot of things. It could be that maybe the king died while taking a shit and he's just trying to save his memory, like saying, no, he died bravely in the field of battle, something like that. It could be many things, but you can think of that possibility. You're free to do so. But yeah, as I said, he starts slowly telling you the story, carefully choosing his words, looking to the walls as he thinks of what
do I still have detect thoughts active? Would I have had a moment to cast that on myself as I was walking in?
Shit, my pants. Let me see. Detect thoughts. 1 minute. Yeah, you would have to cast right before you entered.
Oh, do I go for the stealth check? I don't feel. I've got a +2 to stealth. It's not worth it. I need to get subtle spell.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind. The moment as an action, you can either shift just another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper. Yeah.
Won't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, okay,
I'm not gonna do it.
so
Eyes on the prize.
not gonna do it?
Nope. I'm not. I am not anywhere near stealthy enough. I need to get subtle spell.
Yeah.
Next level.
Okay. So, he continues telling you a story that, the king, he was laying in his bed and he felt ill, and the high prelates came to his help and brought some solace and some comfort, but eventually he passed away of old age, natural causes.
Of course. I'm sorry to hear that. How are his children holding up? When my father passed, I'm not proud to say that it tore my family apart, but it is my hope that his children are drawing closer together in this trying time.
Once again, between you and me, Ennius and Flavius didn't. They showed respect, but they didn't seem as mournful as most of the people in court. But maybe they are trying to show strength in these times. I don't know. There are a lot of possibilities. Caelius vanished, probably out there drinking his ass off. As he
Caelius is missing?
No, he is probably at some tavern. He always takes some guards with him. He's not in danger.
Of course. Ned's gonna make a mental note of the fact that there is a royal sun in the breeze in case we can use it later.
Yeah. Good call.
And what of little Laelia?
Who?
Layla.
Oh, Layla.
Layla.
Lilia.
Well,
Yeah, Ned thinks herself the one I liked.
The one with a brain cell.
Well, she is having a hard time. You know how kids are. But she'll
Can
she
I?
has a certain strength of will. She will be,
Of course.
be good in no time.
I had quite a lovely conversation with her prior to my performance. I was wondering if you could give something to her. And Ned's gonna pull a simple folded up piece of paper from his pocket. And DM, would you allow me to have enchanted it so that like when it opens, there's like a little prestidigitation effect happens, like some sparkles kind of flourish, or like butterflies fly out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a harmless effect. Just if you could give this to her the next time you see her, just as a token of my appreciation and of my sorrow with her in this time.
Perfect.
Something to brighten her life a bit.
Okay. He make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
The thing is, he's going to accept, but depending on your result, he's going to truly do it, or he's just going to throw it in the garbage.
That's a 28.
Ah.
Yeah. How's it called? Eagle's Grace?
Eagle's Splendor.
Splendor. Yeah. For the
I was
win.
2 away from a 30 on that.
Eagles for the win. Yeah.
Eagles.
He. Yes, of course. It will bring joy to the little girl. Anyways. So, yeah. That happened. The king died. Do you want for me to arrange something for you to do at Ennius' coronation?
When is that scheduled for? I I do have a pressing engagement a little bit to the south towards the Tears of the Moon, but if it's coming up here within the next day or two, I might be able to arrange for something. It'll come down to what Blythe, my manager, would prefer.
Okay, one thing that I did not mention at any point, but it's due now. Do you want to
Oh
make a
dear.
history check and maybe
Uh,
replay
I
that
have-
scene?
Please, I feel like I've just stepped in it. I'm gonna roll a history check.
Yeah,
I
maybe
imagine, yeah, probably outside
Oh,
of the Nalarian
no.
areas, probably no bueno.
Yes,
Okay. I will just say that I'll have other engagements elsewhere.
yes, yes. It's a little hard to tell the counselor of a nation that you're going to be visiting its rival nation.
Oh dear. Yeah, no. Ned would know that, even though Chris did not.
Yeah.
I have some pressing engagements. I'm in the process of organizing a relief concert for the village of Thorpe. Perhaps you've heard about the tragedy that's befallen them.
The people of Torpe.
Yes,
Well,
you might have seen the giant rocks falling from the sky a couple of nights ago.
Well, maybe it's because I've been busy, so then maybe my employees thought that there are enough dire news for a baron.
Yes, nothing of you to concern yourself about, Baron. There was an incident with a couple of mountains got dropped on the village. It's nothing. You've had too much going on your mind. It's just a simple relief concert I'm organizing for a small town that's very dear to my heart.
Okay, sure. Sure they are going to be okay. But as for the coronation, as I was saying, this is a great opportunity, Claire. This is Aeneas. Let me tell you this. Aeneas is a very sharp-minded man. He is going to do things that Oren could never dream of. And you could be part of this. You could go down in history as his personal bard, his personal how can I say? People will be remembering his coronation for a long time. You would want to make part of this.
Well, I am never one to turn down a favor to the future king of this great land, nor to you, Baron, as my personal friend. It would be my honor to perform at Aeneas's coronation.
Yes, I just have to confirm with him that
Well, that tracks. Sorry, that was Chris talking as somebody who has dealt with concert promoters before. Yeah, that tracks.
yeah, he is going to be much more vocal about what he wants and what he doesn't in comparison to Oren.
Well, I do love a challenging performance, and I will make sure that it is one worth remembering.
Thanks, perfect. And how much do I owe you for your first performance at the keep?
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, I want to ask you, DM, because you let me auto crit that performance with the song that I wrote. So I'm going to ask you, Ariel, how much you think my song is worth as a fellow musician.
As a fellow,
Musician, how much is a song worth?
You know that I know how much people pay for
I'm going to need you to speak really clearly into that microphone so it can be recorded for posterity.
Also, I have no concept of what the economy is actually like in this world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we've
Is there-
spent so little money.
Yeah, we want a
Is-
dukedom.
Yeah, I don't want to risk offending because I literally do not know what a fair value is. Is there a number of dice you would allow me to roll for this?
Yeah, let's leave it to the dice. I think let's say, I would say that it's a fairly high CR, a challenge rating to do good in front of the king and the whole court. So let me roll a fairly high challenge rating in loot.
Reward.
Yeah, in
66 times 100?
We are D&D poor right now, is what we're saying, and we
Yeah.
appreciate any gold we could get.
Do you want me to roll or do you want to roll, Ariel?
no, I want to roll.
Yeah.
This is going to roll. Oh no, this is too much.
Oh, that sounds good. We'll take that.
No, wait, no, hang on. Let's not get hasty.
IRL persuasion check. Let's go.
We all roll against Ariel.
I don't know what's happening. Let's say. What level are you guys on again?
We're 7.
7.
7.
Yeah, this is rolling real high. I don't know if you want to keep this.
I mean,
Hey,
Ariel,
that's fate, Ariel.
we gotta let the dice tell a story, my man.
Yeah, the dice have spoken.
Yeah.
They're like, that was a damn good that was a damn good performance.
Okay,
Teus and Tali, man, the god and the dice.
okay. So the random treasure by CR table here at 5e2s rolled treasure both in coin and on art objects and gems.
Oh yeah.
If you have to
let
choose-
Ned walk out of here with a statue.
Yeah, if you have to choose between coins and art objects slash gems, what would you prefer?
Shit.
We can't
gonna find a
resurrect,
way
so
to
gems
fence-
are yeah.
I'd take the
think
coin.
Statues,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take the coin.
Damn it.
Even if it's a little less.
Okay. Yeah, I will reduce it a little bit, okay? Just a little
Don't
bit,
do this
just a
to me,
little bit.
man.
DM discretion.
Well,
DM discretion.
Yeah, he
But I still
I
want to know what
get
the original
it.
roll would have been.
yeah, he writes a number on a piece of paper. He hands it over to you with his signature, his everything. And you can see 3 very big zeros after the 2, so 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
That
Yeah.
works.
I wrote I wrote 2,400 gold pieces and a bunch more of in total is 4,050 and 500 gold pieces in like all sorts of coins like platinum,
Ugh.
silver, copper.
Oh yeah, that's too much. That's too much gold. I'll take 2,000. I'll take 2,000 gold pieces to the bank, my man.
Oh,
Well, we
I
can
think-
make use of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ned will accept the check very graciously and say, Baron Zorik, it is a pleasure as always, both doing business and pleasure with you.
the pleasure is all mine, but
Of
stay
course,
in the city, please. Stay in the city
Of
for
course,
a little while.
You didn't mention how long do I have to prepare for Ennius's coronation? Has there been a date selected yet?
Yes, the mourning lasts for 8 days, one for each saint. So remind me again, guys, how long have you traveling the roads? 4 days?
I think it was 4 days to Thorpe, 2 days down south, and then another like 4.5 with like. So roughly like 10 to 11 days we've been gone.
Yeah.
No,
and-
you've been gone from Mons Domus, but from Torpe after the meteor fall.
Oh,
Four.
it's been
4
like
days.
3 days.
3
4
or
days,
or
yeah,
4 days.
4.5. Yeah.
4.5?
3 or
okay.
4 days travel.
So yeah, 4 days from now, after the mourning period.
Okay. That should be more than enough time to prepare, Baron, especially with the hefty sum you've provided me for materials.
Okay. So it's settled. I will confer with you later on during in the next few days, as soon as I have time to speak with Phineas.
Of course, of course. And I have business to attend to in the city here as well, just to prepare. But Baron Zorik, you know where to find me, and we'll be staying where we normally do.
Ah, perfect.
Find me at your earliest convenience, darling.
Okay.
Darling.
And then Ned will take Claire will take her leave.
Poor Dara's just been sitting awkwardly in this like waiting room.
Dara helped me just roll a 28 on a persuasion check. Dara did plenty.
I'm just imagining her like sitting there disguised as Blythe. Just awkwardly.
Very awkwardly trying to like sit perfectly still and look very ladylike, but also very confused about what looking ladylike looks like. And so she's like concentrating really hard on how Blythe sits, and she just looks like she has to poop. And she's just like, very still.
In my head, Dara doesn't sit. Dara sprawls.
Dara doesn't sit. She either does the like squat down and like butt on your
spreading.
heels, or yeah, she's either like butt on the heels, just like kneeling down or like bent down, or she is like flat out starfish in the middle of somewhere.
Giant bisexual energy.
Yes, she is that bitch that does not know how to sit in a chair. Right, literally from episode 1.
Canonically.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So I think Ned will come back to the manor and collect Blythe, and be like, I think I'll just poke my head in the door and like flash to check in, like, let's roll.
And then Dara goes to like bolt after and goes, wait, I'm Blythe. And so like slowly walks and is trying to be very presentable, but also does not have Igloo Splendor, so is back to her like -2 charisma and just looks weird.
Ned says you hated every second of that, didn't you?
Yep. You were gone a long time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You did great. You didn't. Did you hiss at anybody?
I didn't.
I'm proud of you. That's growth, Dara. Good for
I'm
you.
I'm proud of me too.
Ned is genuinely happy for Dara. Come on, let's go find the others. I got 2,000 gold pieces that need spending.
We also have shit to sell. Do we want to sell that before we get back to the group, or do we want to wait for the group?
It might be best to wait for the group. I can take the lead on negotiation. I have something to discuss with the group because I might have found us our end of the palace.
Cool. Let's go.
And now we've got 4 days, so we've got time to shop and sell things.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all reunite in the tavern first. To
And I'm gonna go back to like human Dara before we walk in, so there isn't just 2 Blythes sitting at a table.
Makes sense.
Just the moment they do the like weird like hand mirror thing where it's like mimicking.
Okay. So as soon as you all meet up once again, it's a good time for us to take our break. What do you say?
Yeah, I gotta go grab some water.
Yay.
Yep.
Be back in 5.
See you in 5.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty.
Back.
So do we stay in town till the coronation?
I
think
mean, we
should-
need an end to the palace. That's how we're gonna get it.
We need to know for sure if it's in there.
We got 4 days to figure that out.
Well, I think we're gonna go meet with Libby tonight to find out. Meet with Libby.
Oh
at
yeah,
midnight.
that's right.
And that should tell us whether or not, like, it's there. And so Urist has a dragon daddy. I like it.
A dragon dom.
Bad dragon, if you will.
Oh god, we are gonna be in so much trouble eventually with Ariel's frickin' sexy animals. We're all far too deviant.
No, Urist is pretty on the straight. It's just Ned and Dara who are deviant.
I mean,
Ned's
Urist
not even
wants
that
to
much
fuck-
deviant. He's just mildly kinky.
Urist wants to fuck campfire food, so
Okay.
Dara's
to be
confused.
fair.
What? Are you
Hey,
talking
Rev.
behind my back?
Rabbit is campfire food.
Mm,
But she's a humanoid.
I know. So then, since the centaur's half humanoid, does that make that okay?
I mean, those
on which
abs
half.
are 3 people, so
That's because they're 8 feet tall.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but to each their own. I like being able to walk. Personally.
Howard.
I'm sure that some wizard or sorcerer in this world has created a spell just for those purposes.
To quote Arthur Eggford, I'm going to fuck this phoenix.
Oh,
hey.
Oh, D&D.
D&D.
I mean, hey, at least
Chandara.
you didn't make
Miracle.
the abomination we fought before, the Hag King, sexy. That wasn't sexy at all.
Oh.
Don't give
I
him
wish-
ideas.
He can't make a yokel sexy.
You say that now.
It's just 2 candle wax drip.
And Uwu Yugoth?
I hate it. I quit. Goodbye.
Here comes
Like-
Shimagorath,
like
all like,
Blythe
yeah.
just jumps off of the balcony and it's like goodbye. She casts fly and is never seen again.
I cast Featherfall.
Oh no, she casts fly and just flies away into the sunset.
I don't cast
She
Featherfall
can't
and plunge
escape
to my
me.
death.
Vita just follows her.
Takes Dara a solid like 5 minutes to even realize anything's happened. He goes, huh?
The downside of not mainlighting Divine Soul is I don't get my wing.
Ooh.
But having spells to choose from makes it worth it.
Fair.
Yeah, that's why I always run the non-Tasha sorcerers is getting the bonus spells that the Tasha sorcerer gets.
Just I realized I'm too much of an options gremlin. I've gotta have
so much-
choices.
It'd be so much fun to create a wild magic character with low
Mhm.
wisdom, and just every time something happens because of them, they go, "Did I do that?"
Basically, Pete the Plug in Unsleeping City.
No, Stephen Urkel.
But it's basically what Pete the Plug does in Sleeping City. Um,
Kitty, what are you doing, kitty?
I should actually do a wild mage build, a wild magic build for Baldur's Gate. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Weeby.
We are ready.
Everyone here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
Yes.
you all meet in a tavern. What do you do?
So we have a
Exchange
midnight
info.
date.
Yeah.
I
have a date in 4 days.
think just to be incredibly cautious, I'm going to cast Rope Trick and have us all get in the Rope Trick to talk.
Should we do that in our room?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But I still am going to put us in Rope Trick, so we're in a different dimension.
Okay. So I'm gonna get us a room, and then when we get up to the room, we'll do the rope trick.
Just on the abundance of caution.
Yes.
I do
Given
not
the
have squiddly
situation,
watching.
we have to be cautious.
I don't have Squidly keeping watch because I still haven't summoned Squidly back.
Okay. People can't see the rope.
Okay.
It's literally like it's like Magnificent Mansion, where unless you want them to see it, they don't.
Nice.
All right. So once we're in there, do we just swap stories?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, do it again.
because I'm gonna kind of share all that and be like, Libby's gonna share with us. It seems like they understand the gravity of the situation, possibly even more than we do. So
Mhm.
Yup.
So they said
So-
that it was in the castle, and Ned, you
is
can get it.
there's an artifact of great power in the castle, but tonight at midnight they're gonna give us more information.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I got us an into the castle.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I,
Your boy has been invited to perform at the future King Aeneas's coronation in 4 days. Also, I got us this, and I'm going to throw the check for 2,000 gold on the table. Who wants to go shopping in the morning?
oh boy.
I think that's a good plan. Yeah, I mean, who has stuff they need? What are people's like goals right now?
I'm good, I think.
I would
just
love
start
to.
trying to copy it.
Well,
be-
didn't you, Urist, want to see if that armor could be adapted?
Yeah. Sorry. Let's.
So
Speaking of armor, I'd like to maybe upgrade mine a bit,
Yeah.
just because I don't like having to take mine off to perform.
You want to like put some glamour in it?
I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, at the minimum, I could be wearing like a sick duster, but it'd be nice to be able to fit into my slinky little black dress and know I'm not about to get ganked.
So tonight we'll go visit Libby, and tomorrow in the morning we plan.
Yeah.
In the morning we plan.
Same-
I could also
Same thing we do
use-
every night, Dara.
Try what?
Oh, same thing we do every night, Dara. Plan to take over the world.
Okay.
Ned quotes Pinky in the Brain, a show that does not exist in this universe.
It's okay. I was quoting Critical Role, so but yeah, so tomorrow morning after, depending on what Libby says tonight, we'll kind of develop a game plan, and um Blythe's gonna hold up the Dance Macabre scroll and say this. I have use for the Wither and Bloom and for even Vampiric Touch, but animating the dead doesn't sit well with me.
Fair.
So unless someone else would like to use this or have it on their person, I think maybe we could try and sell it or try and exchange it for something.
Ned will lay down the Selesnya, the guild signet ring we took off of the Bard Locksman, and be like, I'd be
Yeah.
okay with getting this off of our hands too at this point when nobody can really need it.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got some things we can try and sell and some things we can do, and once we know what we're up against from Libby, that might give us a better idea of what we need to prepare as well. So, do we want to drink?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm already too deep, so fucking catch up, babies.
Yeah,
All right,
I
then.
think I need a drink.
You would not believe the lies I had to tell to fucking Zorik. Oh my god.
I'm sure you performed marvelous, darling. Just marvelous.
I mean, all you've got to do is just stretch out the darling, and they just
Darling.
Don't you know?
Darling. Oh,
Ned is
I
like-
do, darling.
Ned is like fully lounging on a table, like a couch, with like his head hanging off the arm and like talking to everyone upside down.
Well, no, we're currently in an extraplanar dimension with nothing in it.
Ned brought a couch.
You drag a couch up 60 feet of rope you have to climb vertically?
Yes, with my -6. Ned goes to ridiculous lengths for the bit.
All right. Well then.
All right,
Okay.
everybody, watch your liquor. We can't be showing up to a midnight rendezvous schnockered.
No. I just need like a couple whiskeys.
Zara holds up her cup and stares at it. Does it do tricks?
I'm sorry, Dara.
I hold up my cup and I stare at it and I'm like, does it do tricks? Is that why we watch it?
Oh,
Blythe,
You
this
know-
one's yours. I got the last one. You got this one. By the way, you would be so proud of Dara. Dara did so good today.
I sat in the chair. It was
The
awesome.
chair, all by herself in the Baron's house for like 2 hours, and she didn't hiss at anybody.
Nice.
I know. I was genuinely proud.
I'm growing as a person.
I know. We're so.
I think the cup in Dara's hand, Blythe, like, prestidigitations, just like a little bit of like magic shine to it and like a little bit of like a sparkle as it like does a trick, basically. Anything you want to do a trick, we can make you do a trick.
Thank you.
Oh. You want to go there? Blythe looks at Ravita. You want to go there, Bunny? As I'm like kicking everybody out of the rope trick as we go to the bar.
Okay. Urist goes to have his whiskey and ruminate for a bit.
I'll be honest, I just completely like blacked out for like 20 seconds. I have no idea what just happened.
We were just being cheeky.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. Sure, let's do it. I have no idea what I'm agreeing to. This could go badly.
We're gonna go drink. We're going to the bar until
Oh.
midnight because we have nothing to do.
Okay, well, one drink and then she's keeping an eye on the rest of you.
Ned is singing a rousing drinking tune as we go down about a wizard named Quarian.
You should have saved that for the coronation, for the after party.
You know, one would think.
Ned, I really truly wish you could have met this guy, Ab. I think you would have written the most spectacular song about him. And
Oh.
his abs.
Yeah, Ab had abs? You're fucking
He had
with
good
me.
abs.
Of course he did.
I disguise self into Abathar.
Ned takes a moment and just kind of stares at Abathar. It's like, oh, I thought you look like somebody I used to know. Oh well. Wow, you were not kidding. Those are goddamn cum gutters.
You
Your
didn't
thing's
have to
great.
cut me off.
Oh, you could fucking bounce a quarter off of those. Ned bounces a copper off of them.
But you
But-
hit Dara, who has like no constitution, and goes, "Oh, that hurt."
Blythe, like, sneers her face a little bit and says, I don't know why you downgrade into looking like him when you look so much better as is. But abs are
Instantly
overrated.
Instantly back to Dara, like Drow Dara, and then goes, "Shit, human Dara."
And then we drink until midnight, I guess. Or, well, shortly before.
Ned wakes up hanging from a chandelier.
Honest things. Not
Urist,
drunk.
for the record,
She would-
has nursed one drink all night.
Yeah, Blythe would have
Yeah.
had like
Beat it too.
1 or 2 ales just to like take the edge off, but she is acutely aware of how not drunk she wants to be to go talk to Libby.
Exactly.
Ned's still working through some stuff, so he drinks a little more than he wanted to.
Dara never really drinks very much, so she probably had like half of one, but she's not a big drinker.
Okay.
Shall we go meet Libby?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. So the 5 of you leave the tavern towards the wall on the southwestern side of the city near the gates. You wander through a very deserted area. There are some rooftops, some houses here and there, but there is no life on the streets. No guards, no bandits, no rogues or anything to interrupt you. You go there, you look upwards, the moon shines bright in the center of the sky, symbolizing that it is the time you scheduled with your friend Libby. But so far there is no one else in these streets but the 5 of you.
Ah, shit, there's a map.
I think I'm gonna be on the lookout immediately for like guards, people from the keep, like that kind of look.
Yeah, I would like to go up on a roof if I can.
Make a perception
And,
perception check, Dara.
Okay.
You'll be much better at that than I would.
I gotta take it. Dirty 20.
Dara, as you start to search the roofs for a advantageous spot, you see that trying to hide, but being a very tall and big person, Libio Frandeo is there waiting for you. When your eyes meets his, he stands up and
I just wave.
he jumps from the roof and glides down with his wings spread open. You all notice something different. He is a librarian, a keeper of knowledge, but this time he is wearing leather armor. He is carrying a shield on his left arm and what looks like a spear on his back. He glides down to the ground and he stands there with his wings yet still spread open while his feet touch the ground. He says, Vida, friends of Vida.
Libby?
I would
Yeah.
like to say that for many years I enjoyed our friendship. I think I taught you well, that I taught you many things. And even someone as young and as inexperienced as you was able to teach me a great many deal of things as well. It is a shame that it needs to end like this.
And
But I am a teacher, a propagator of knowledge second, while I'm a guardian first.
Oh, Libby.
I have to protect the knowledge of what exists and what it doesn't. I have to protect. So, if you wish to...
Your actions now mean there will be nothing to protect later. It doesn't matter what we guard, what we protect now. If we don't succeed, there is a much bigger evil coming later that will destroy us all.
A world built on the inaction of the powerful is doomed to fail.
Not even that.
Exactly.
This is direct action. We came to you for help, and you said we were safe.
Libby, you don't have to do this. You can pass your burden on to us and let us be the guardians.
It's not even that. You are old enough and wise enough to know that sometimes there are things bigger than what's here on the ground.
You can all roll an insight check. No, actually, not all, but one of you can roll and have advantage from the others.
I'm watching her like a fucking.
I have
I
a
would
plus
not be the one
6.
you
Who's
want
got
to-
the best?
Yeah.
I got
I'm
plus
not-
4 and proficiency.
I have +8.
Yeah, get Dara.
Dara, take my bardic.
I'll help with my years of knowing Libby.
Nat 20, 28.
Yes.
Yes.
Roll the bardic. Roll the bardic. Add it on top.
Make it
Say that
You
later.
38.
can save it for later. You got a nat one.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for later.
Hey, we still have the DM inspiration too. Make it over 40. Come on.
Yeah. Let's be greedy. Come on.
I
I
want to
said
tell me
no
what color
middle
Libby's.
name.
Tell me what color Libby's soul is.
Yeah. Dara. He said those things to you, and now you answered with what you think is a way out of this situation. His eyes are closed, and he is hurt by this situation. He has the same mourning expression that everyone else in the city masked themselves as having, but this, from your natural 20, you have no doubts. It pains him to do this, and it's even worse that you are trying so hard to find a way, and on his mind there is no way. You can see that in his shade, his expression, everything on him expressed that. and he eventually interrupts you, saying, "Stop it. I have a duty. I made an oath I have to protect. It's the only reason I exist. Many evils, many powers have tried against the world before. Many have failed. I don't know how one can stop another incursion of evildoers, but that tool, that weapon, is not to be used by anyone. Not even you. I'm ready to do it."
Like cast major armor on myself.
I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Libby and just kind of give like a nod of respect. Like, I get it. I don't like this, but I get it.
That's how it has to be, Libby. So be it.
Yep.
I do this with the utmost regret.
You have your charge, we have ours. Apparently they are opposed.
And now you can see his full name and title as he runs his initiative. And you can all do yours as well.
I was not prepared for spells, for a fight today. I was stealthy prepared.
Good.
Why does it do this? Hold on. It's a fake roll. I already rolled, but it didn't show up. Hold on. So I actually have a 16.
Showed up.
No, it didn't. It didn't show. Like my token wasn't selected, so it didn't show up in the
Oh, okay.
thing.
Anyway. Why do we have to do this? I don't like it.
I don't either, but Libby's made their choice. We don't have an option.
Yeah.
Thorpe will just be the first if we don't.
Well, that being said, Dara, what do you do?
The first thing I'm going to do is so I'm like up on this building up here. And I'm going to cast Bless at 2nd level on all of my friends.
Okay.
Plus a D4.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do for my first go.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay up on top for right now.
Libio Trandil, the Flamekin Warden, is going to cast a fireball.
On a spell.
Okay. Make a charisma check. Or intelligence,
cast it at 4th
whatever.
level.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can cast it at 4th level.
okay, cast it at 4th level then.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. He waved his hand and clenched his fist, and as soon as a spark of fire started to expand, Blythe managed to cancel it with her own spell. And Libby turns his eyes to you, specifically to you, Blythe, and says, "Impressive." And then he uses his movement to stay near you. but he doesn't have an action this turn, so we go to Ned.
Ned is going to step forward and start by hexing Libby. Gonna give them disadvantage on wisdom checks. And then here's hex. Stop that. And then it's time for a good old Eldritch Blast. Does a 20 hit?
A 20, let me think that for a while. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it hits.
Okay, so that's a D10 plus a D6. So that is 12 plus 14 damage.
Okay. Yes. You managed to hit everything. Blythe, your turn. Since
All
I
right,
since I
so-
casted shield, you are able to leave his reach.
Yeah. I am also going to cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
So there are now 3 Blythes. Um, 4. There are 4 Blythes.
Dara's eyes cross.
4 Blythes. And I am going to go.
Wait, I forgot to roll my
5,
bless.
10,
That Eldritch Blast.
15,
I'm sorry.
20, 25, 30. So the first one.
Mhm.
That'll be my turn though, because I didn't mean to cast Burning Hands. I didn't do that. That's not a thing that's happening.
Your mirror
Uh,
image. Mirror
it's not even
image.
prepared. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to add your blast on your Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, just to the first one, just to see if I hit.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Roll it.
It's a 20. That's a 24.
Yeah. Okay. So that hits.
It's another 8 plus another 11 damage, so 25 total.
Perfect. Urist.
Urist moves in front of her, saying nothing. And he attacks. It's obvious that he doesn't want to do this. It pains him. But it is what it is. Okay. First attack. That's 23.
Okay, it will land.
Smite. Second level slot, so 3d8.
Nice.
Lord!
Damn.
You. And that's 37. And the second attack. It's a 14.
It's a
So
miss.
no. Yeah, it's a miss.
Add your bless. I don't know if it'll get it high enough.
No.
But
It
It
won't.
won't hit. Yeah.
No, even with the bless, it won't.
Yeah, because a 20 didn't hit. But still, you did
Okay.
a good amount of damage.
see if I have an extra action to
Gata, né,
spare.
amor? Tô mexendo numa coisa, daqui a pouco desliga a internet.
One second. Let me just check one thing. If this spell is one, yeah. As my bonus action, I'm casting Hunter's Mark on him.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay.
End of my round.
Another debuff. Okay. Vida.
Vida's going to have to take a moment, closing her eyes as she tries to tamp down the emotions that are starting to rise. Taking a deep breath, she'll open her eyes. Her arms are steady, using steady aim for advantage on the shot.
Oof.
So we'll hit off the first one. So it's going to be 2d8. So 12, and then sneak attack. We're at what, 3d6? 3d6. Or another 11. And that's it for the turn.
Okay. Some blasty spells. And attacks. New round. We go back to Dara.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon. It should not have been an advantage, I don't know why it was. But 9 won't hit. Which is very sad because I wasted a natural 20. But then for my... So then I'm going to put the spiritual weapon, like, right here.
Okay.
Or no, right here. Right behind. And then for my action, I'm just going to shoot with my bow. 13 also does not hit.
Yeah. Okay. So back to him. Let me see if I find the token for the spiritual weapon. What the hell? Why is not searching the web for? Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, I'll grab a normal axe.
And appeal.
Just for representation. Okay, so Libby's turn once again. Tough decisions. He is going to... First off, he's going to cast as a 3rd level spell. And using his bonus action, a Chardalon's Stride. So his feet blasts with flames and gives him explosive speed. So he can move without provoking opportunity attacks. Moving close to Urist. He damages him for 1d6.
Okay, go.
And yeah, I think he will. Yeah, he gains 20 feet. So he's going to do the following. He's going to do this, and this. Yeah, 50 feet exactly. So 1d6 to Urist, Blythe, and Ned.
That's right.
Okay.
fire damage.
3. Okay.
And as his main action, oh no, it's 20 feet. Yeah. Okay. Let's say he's not flying. Okay, it's just for flavor. But as he does his stride, he stands there. He takes a step up, and he opens his maw, to which a burning flame can be seen on the back of his throat. And he lets it all out as as he blows his fire breath. You can all see that his intention was to aim at Vida, but as you can see, 15 feet is not enough to reach Vida. So the only ones in the danger zone are Ned and Blythe.
Well,
So it's a deck save.
Yep.
13.
ooh, 18.
14
Oof.
damage.
Remember that you can add blast to that.
Yep.
Ooh,
And if anyone wants to give that D10.
And then
I'll
I
give
will go
Blythe.
ahead
I'll
and
give Blythe the D10.
I'll actually use my favorite by the gods and roll 2 more d4s.
Oh, okay.
So another 5. So I'm at 20.
Okay. So half damage to both of you.
So it's 14.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I'm still fine. I'm still okay.
Okay, we move to Ned.
Ned did not appreciate that in the slightest. I think he's going to try and hit Libby with a mind sliver and is going to go in, and it's just a single whisper, which is just, you failed. So that's an intelligence save.
Intelligence saving throw.
How many negatives does he have with the debuffs?
Oh
yeah.
Fucking kidding me.
Silvery barbs.
No!
Thank you for
Sorry.
doing it so I didn't have to.
I am not allowed to have fun in this game.
No.
Oh. I'm sorry, Ariel. Please don't kill
Legendary
Blythe.
action. Legendary action. I save anyways.
Yeah. Legendary resist, but no. Although he's very strong, Libby isn't a legendary creature.
Thank God.
That is 8 damage, and they have a minus D4 to their next saving throw. As like Ned just injects the words into the mind, you failed.
So they're hexed, and they have a minus d4 to the next one.
Yes.
And Hunter's Mark is on him.
Yeah,
Yep.
but those are all damage buffs
Individual.
for
Yeah.
whoever cast it. Okay.
Blythe, if you got a saving throw spell, now's the time to throw it.
That's my thought. Okay. This kind of changes what I was going to do, but I think it's the right call. Ned, you're the other one who took that damage, right?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
good for right now. I am not bloodied yet.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and cast blindness, deafness. I'm gonna cast blindness, and it's a Constitution saving throw, DC 15. Oh, let me click it.
Con save. At least my con
Con
is
save.
it's a little better. Ooh.
So DC 15.
Do I get disadvantage on the On the save?
You get minus a d4.
Minus a d4. So 19.
Oh, we didn't see your roll. Oh, there you
No?
go. Yeah, okay, so
Yeah,
19. So
now.
yeah, you beat it. Yeah, you beat it. That's
Do we
fine.
want to silvery barbs that?
I can't.
I can.
If you want to, yeah.
Silvery
That's good.
barbs.
I'm
That's a
so
10.
sorry. Sorry. So Livy is now blinded.
Okay. Do I have...
And I'm gonna use this opportunity to move. So he doesn't know where I am. And then just for funsies, I'll go ahead and quicken spell. And I'm not gonna do firebolt because, well, he's a dragon.
Right there in
I
his title.
will. Yep. I'll go ahead and quicken spell Toll the Dead. So, he needs to take a wisdom saving throw. DC 815 as well.
Okay. It's wisdom saving throw, you said? Yeah.
That's not the right damage, but
9, but okay.
okay. So it's gonna be 2d12 that I do.
Because, yeah, he's already taken damage, so.
So 4 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Whoa.
We should have taken the first one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, plus, yeah.
This is fine.
That's fine. It's alright. It's alright.
The whole booth is out of order.
He's blinded. It's fine. That was the point of my order. But I did lose two. That's my
Blindness
turn.
is a huge debuff for a caster. That was great. Way to wombo
Or
combo,
atta-
Blythe.
Or anyone in attacking. But let me take those sorcery points away. Okay,
Yep.
that's my turn.
Urist.
Okay.
You're
Okay, let me just check the distance. 25, 20. I just don't want to be in anyone's line of fire. Yeah, I can move here. Alright. So Urist moves.
So everyone's gonna have
Here.
advantage. All attack rolls have advantage against him now, and all of his attack rolls have disadvantage. And he will automatically fail any ability check that requires sight.
Also, he can't cast spells that require line of sight.
Alright.
True, but he can con save on his at the end of his turn.
But we get a whole round basically.
Yeah.
That's the end of his turn. And I've still got
Okay.
3 silvery barb slots.
Okay. Let me attack. First. Okay. Advantage.
1 second before you roll Urist. You do not receive advantage attacking him at melee. Okay?
Oh.
What?
Okay.
What?
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's missed. Let me add bless. Roll 1d4. 16.
A 16 does hit.
Ooh, the blind sight.
Oh.
So I gonna burn another shield. I have to
Okay.
yeah, but I'm seeing within 10 feet I'm seeing.
So you see the attack. Gotcha.
Okay. Second attack. Hoping it goes. It's a 13. So
Let's look at the D4.
Use a d4
I
and
don't
if you
think-
want to burn through that inspiration.
yeah, I may be. It's a 15. Will you give me that 1d10?
Take the D10.
Okay. Plus It's
19?
a 19, yes.
It won't
Okay.
hit.
Whoa!
His normal AC,
Ooh, the
just so you
shield.
know, it's 16, so with shield it goes up to 21.
21.
21. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. We're burning spell slots.
Okay, fine. I don't think I have any other things to do. I don't want to burn all my spell slot this early in the fight.
Perfect.
Go.
Vida, you, unlike Urist, you have advantage against him because his blind sight only
Ranged.
ranges
Yeah.
for 10 feet.
Alright, so 25 to hit. 2d8. And sneak attack is 3d6. So 25 more damage. And I will shout, I'm still in the same spot, Libby. Come to me.
Okay. As you all can see, Libby is now, after Vida's attack, he becomes bloodied. So, outside of his initiative
Only now?
order- yeah. You can see his health bar, don't you?
Yeah.
The green
Yeah.
bar. Okay, yeah.
Uh.
Just so you're supposed to see, so just confirming that. Outside of his turn, now that he becomes bloodied, something happened. He's going to activate his second phase.
Why is the chorus singing in Latin now?
With a roar, Libby draws on the magic of dragons to transform himself, taking on various draconic features. He gains the following benefits until the spell ends. And it's basically draconic transformation, so if you already know that one. He gains
Yeah.
more blind sight with a range of 30 feet. His breath weapon is now a bonus action, but it's not the same breath weapon, but instead a 60-foot cone that deals 6d8 force. And he has wings. His speed doubles now because he normally would have 30 feet. Now he has 60 feet of flight. Pretty good, I would say. But yeah.
Mhm.
Good.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to concentrate on that. Because he's a boss. Anyways, Dara.
Okay, to start,
See the
I'm gonna
tank.
move this 5, 10, 15, 20. My weapon can't get there, that's fine. I'm gonna sidestep a little bit, and I'm gonna cast a 3rd level guiding bolt at him.
Yes.
Okay, 21 is
Nice.
just what you need to hit.
Boom.
Clutch.
Nice. So
13.
21 radiant damage.
13 plus 8 from the other on top, and
nice.
advantage to whoever decides to hit him, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take another 10 feet this way.
He's going to leave Ned's range. So I don't know, Ned, if you want to do a melee attack with opportunity.
Ned takes his dinky little dagger and is gonna go. Or,
He doesn't get react opportunity attacks because of his spell that's on him.
oh yeah, does he still have a Chardalon stride on him?
Good question. Is that concentration? If so, I took a fuckload of damage and I didn't roll for
Yeah,
That
it
concentration.
is concentration.
Yeah, so yeah, it's no longer active. because I forgot to
Okay.
roll, so I would have to roll like 10 times now. Would eventually
I'm gonna
fail.
add a +3 to this. I don't even hit him. And he goes with his dagger and misses.
Ah,
Our strong melee boy.
yeah, and Ned, you spent your reaction. Don't try anything funny.
God damn it! I get it back next round. What are you gonna do, Ariel?
but I
Tell
can
me.
do anything I want.
No.
I want without at least yours.
Ariel, he
Silver bar.
transformed on the end of my turn, right?
Right, but it's something that he can do because he got bloody, so it's a once thing.
No, that's fine. I still had movement though.
Oh, yeah, but you said, well, okay, it wasn't the last round that you said you were the same place.
I said I'm still in the. I shouted at him I was in the same place.
Okay.
Doesn't mean she's staying there.
Exactly. I'm flying up 15 feet.
Okay. No problemo. Yeah, and as I said, he got draconic transformation, so his blind sight is now a range of 30 feet. Okay. So
Right.
now you have to, yeah. Well, if you shot from where you are, yeah,
I went straight up
you
30
straight
or
up,
15
yeah,
feet.
Okay. Just because you want to avoid his breath weapon, right?
No, I have a plan for next round actually.
Okay. So yeah, okay. Libby is going to hit. He's going to attack Urist first.
Okay. Come at me, brah.
Yeah, the first one is going to be a shield bash, 25 to hit,
Yes.
and you have to strength save if you don't want to get prone.
Okay.
Come on, Pally.
One sec. I don't have strength proficiency in strength save anymore.
You have bless.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
a 10. And
Bless can't, yeah.
yeah, bless can. Okay, down I go.
Okay, so you are prone, and he has advantage on the next two spear attacks. 15, 15.
Shouldn't
Yes.
his attacks have been at disadvantage because of the blindness?
No.
He has
Oh, no,
blind
he has
sight.
blind
Blind
sight.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Fucking dragons.
21.
So 20. Okay.
15
That
on the first.
First one doesn't hit.
Yeah.
First one doesn't hit. And then 15 plus 10, 25 for me. Okay.
And as a bonus action, he is going to shot his new renewal breath weapon, which is let me show you guys. So it's a
It's almost everybody.
it's a
Oh,
breath
is that
weapon.
auto renew?
It's a no, it's from draconic transformation. So it's a bonus action. It's supposed to be as long as he keeps concentrating on, but I rule it differently. Okay.
Yeah.
60-foot cone. So yeah, it gets everyone. It's something like like this, I imagine.
All right.
So
Okay.
everyone make dexterity saves, DC 15, or else receive 6d8 force or half of that.
Oh,
So am I outside that then?
Yes, you are outside.
oh,
Beautiful.
nice, Blythe.
Thank God.
Add your D4.
Dexterity,
I'm good.
Urist.
Yes. DC 15.
Oh no!
Yes.
So everyone
Oh,
passed. Yeah. So 12 damage
Oh.
to everyone.
Okay.
Force
Oh,
damage.
Ned,
Okay.
that would have left Ned with 1 HP if he had
I
failed.
use uncanny dodge to have that again.
Uncanny
Yeah,
dodge.
typically.
Is it
I can
uncanny?
s-
Oh no, it's
creature I can
evasion.
see hits me with an attack.
It's a deck save, yeah.
But
Just
is it
checking.
an attack? It is not, right?
Yeah, you have to be hit by an attack, not a saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah.
evasion.
Yeah,
too.
evasion
yeah.
is the one
the
that I'm
deck
thinking
save,
of.
yeah.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
Ned, your turn.
Ned kind of dusts himself off and goes.
One thing. Can I repeat saves at the end of my turn, right? So for blindness,
So con save.
con save.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's not advantage. It's a 16.
DC 15, so he still beats it.
And
Oh, but no, he doesn't have Bane. It's Hex, so it's not me. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Did he have a negative to his next saving throw, or did that one already go off?
But that was just
Yeah,
a
that already
one-off.
went off. That was the initial cast.
Yeah, it's okay. It was worth it for a round.
Yeah.
It helped.
Yeah. Hang on. Need space at this point.
We need to spread out so that cone can't hit us all.
I know. I'm thinking. Do we think Tasha's hideous laughter might be worth it? Hang on. Is that for? It's a wisdom save.
Just get out of there. If you have Misty Step, Misty Step.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Misty Step, and I'm gonna head 30 feet this way. And then I'm just gonna fucking weapons free and Eldritch Blast. Is a 24 hit?
24 will hit.
And that's a 20. I'm gonna add my bless.
Do I want to shield it again? Or should I save my reaction?
I mean, it's a 23 with bless.
Yeah, okay, 23. Yeah, I have another round to think about my reaction. And he has hacks, so a d6 on each of those.
Yeah, so 23 damage plus 35
Nice.
damage total.
Oof. Oh my god.
And that's my turn.
I almost blew his health bar. You got 6 and a 6 on the hex damage.
Yeah, I crazy, and I got a 10 on the one of the Eldritch Blasts.
Blythe.
Yes. I am going to cast a 3rd level Wither and Bloom on him, which is a 10-foot radius. Ignore the damage because it's not the right. It's not upcast. Well, he makes it, so he's going to take half. But more importantly, I need to roll another d6.
I just have to read the spell because I don't know what to do.
So it's a Constitution saving. He makes it, so he only takes half. So he's going to take half of 9 damage of that, so 4 necrotic damage. But Ned, I'm going to give you a hit dice that you can spend. And
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to give it to Urist? I'm
You're
safe
the
for
one
right
who's-
now.
Okay. Then I'll give it's 2 hit dice to Urist.
Okay.
Since I
Let me roll
upcast it.
2d10.
Plus
Yeah,
the
so I upcast
spellcasting
it.
modifier.
Yeah, plus 3.
Okay. 16
Yeah.
points.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
roll.
Okay. Everything
I
helps.
tried.
Everything helps.
And then I am 10 to 15. Trying to get 5, 10. I guess I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna go here just so we're not all in a line.
Perfect. So, Urist. If like
Okay.
is that all? So Urist, you're next.
It's my whole turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, getting up. Bashing chains. I need to keep his attention as long as I can.
Oh, doesn't a
Otherwise-
prone creature receive disadvantage on dex saves? Or
No, it
True.
does not.
no, it does not. Okay.
Or
Oh! No!
needs to get
Prego.
on his feet though.
Yeah. It just uses movement though, right?
Right.
It's not an,
Half of
Half-
it.
Half, yeah, half your move.
Half your move.
After movement. But you're not
That's
going
okay.
anywhere. So.
I'm not going anywhere. Just staying right where I am. A 19.
Blythe.
Yes.
Bless.
Plus plus.
It's
Blizz.
Ah. Bless me, damn you.
just don't roll a
I
one.
already did.
You gotta roll the d. You gotta roll the d4.
D4.
Yeah, I did. Okay, wow.
Okay.
Damn.
So
20.
it's a 20. The question is, do I shield
Says-
or do I do something else? Yeah. You know what?
We'll run out of
Yours?
spell slots.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Urist, I'm not going to shield this one, okay?
Okay.
Instead, I'm going to silvery barbs.
Oh.
Fine. Par for the course.
And I
I
have
have
advantage
everyone.
on my next thingy.
I will re-roll that.
I should have been really mean and counterspelled that. silver bars,
Yeah!
Fine.
Can we
I have
Can we
another attack,
counterspell
though.
his? Can we counterspell his silvery barbs?
but I don't want to use the spell slot. To
No,
be
no.
honest.
I have another attack.
Yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
see how it goes.
yeah. I mean, you technically you can, but should you?
Yeah, that's not the
Yeah.
best use of a third level
Just-
spell.
No.
Do you
This
really
is
want to
starting
beat that guy?
This is starting to
yes.
get to look like a magic game.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Blythe is a blue deck player.
Absolutely.
All the way.
17 to hit.
20 again.
Yes, a 20 will hit.
Okay, 16. How many spells are do? Okay, so
Plus
I used
all the smite.
one.
Yeah, Libby's
One.
going down.
Yeah, plus yeah, smites. It's 16 plus 3d8. And 31.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Anything else, Urist?
Yes, I take a free action to question my life choices.
Are you not entertained?
No, I'm good. And if she goes down, the first thing I do is spend my lay on hand to stabilize her. I don't want her dead. No, this is not right.
Okay. Vida. From where you're looking at it, Libby is nearing death's door.
Last chance, Libby. Surrender. As I ready my attack. 1. Nat 20.
Ah, no! Why didn't I save my
And a
my silvery
19.
barbs?
It wouldn't have mattered. I rolled a 19 on the second.
Yeah.
Can I silvery barbs it?
No. We'll revive.
It's non-lethal. I'm not aiming for a lethal hit.
Okay.
So that
And Urist
is...
can literally pump 1 HP in.
So 2d8 doubled, so 48. So 13, and then That is total is 66 for sneak. So yeah, 36.
36
First
points
attack.
of damage.
Non-lethal.
As Libio Trandio, the Flamekin Warden, half-dragon, librarian of Mons Dumus, receives a blast onto his chest. I mean near his shoulder area, some place non-lethal. He
Through a wing.
he drops the spear that he was holding that serves as his arcane focus on the floor. His shield leaves his body, and his whole scaly reptilian-like body drops to the ground, and you can see the sight and the sigh and the last gaze in his eyes as he is nearing death's door. But Urist, you're the closest one to him. He
Nope.
grabs
Leah,
your
Leah.
arm. He grabs your arm with his hand trembling and starts to bring you closer to him, saying, You did it. Now, listen to me. I don't have much time. Whatever this ancient being has of knowledge to pass to you before he leaves this world, it remains to be seen next week because it's
We're at
past
midnight.
midnight. Yeah.
Good job, y'all.
Great session,
Oof.
y'all. Had a
Wow.